Hi everybody, it's Anton from Anton Cooks. Today we're going to make Hokkaido milk buns. Now Sarah and I, we made it in the past using all-purpose flour, but we're going to try it with bread flour as well. So we're going to make two different versions. The ingredients are all the same. We're just going to substitute all-purpose flour with bread flour. And we got bread flour today from 1847. We have bread flour today from a company called 1847. And now for the ingredients. 300 grams or 2.5 cups of bread flour or all-purpose flour. We need 140 mils or a half a cup of milk. We need 2 teaspoons of yeast. We need 2.5 tablespoons of sugar. We need 1 teaspoon of salt. We need a 1/4 cup of sweetened condensed milk. We need 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter. We need 1 large egg. So we're going to start with microwaving a half a cup of milk for 30 seconds. Now, since we're going to do 2 batches, all-purpose flour and bread flour, we're going to put 2 half cups of milk in the microwave. Once the milk is warmed up, add 2 teaspoons of yeast. So again, since we're making 2 batches, you're going to put 2 teaspoons in each. To activate the yeast, we'll just add a little bit of sugar, about a pinch, or I like to use a half a teaspoon. Now we're going to make the dough. For that, we need 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of sweetened condensed milk, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 1 large egg. Now, because we're going to also make it with bread flour, we're going to have the exact same ingredients over here as well. To the flour, we're going to add 2.5 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 cup of the sweet condensed milk, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, and 1 egg. Now we're just going to mix it all together. Now we're going to repeat the same steps with the bread flour. And finally, we're going to add the yeast. After about 5 minutes of mixing, you get a piece of dough that looks like this. We're just going to cover it and put it away for about 20 minutes for it to rise. 20 minutes have elapsed, and now we're going to knead this for another 10 to 12 minutes. We're going to start slow, and then gradually increase. And leave it alone for about 10 to 12 minutes. After 10 minutes of kneading, put a little bit of oil in the container and roll the ball of dough around in it and cover it back up and leave it alone for another hour. So an hour has gone by. And these are our two doughs. There's your bread flour dough and your all-purpose flour. I'm gonna push this down. I'm gonna cut this in 9 even pieces. You'll see it in the next shot. And then we're gonna start making the individual buns. So these are roughly similar sized buns. They're all not fully shaped yet, but just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. And I'm going to do the same thing with the all-purpose flour. Here's a quick way to get the balls to get smooth. Just roll them up in your hand, just like that, and just spin them. As you're grazing the board, you push the bottom part of the dough in, so it looks like that. You have a nice little circle at the bottom, and it's relatively smooth on top. So you do that for the remaining buns, and we'll start baking soon. So after about 20 minutes of rolling, it should look just like this. I'm gonna cover this up with plastic wrap and leave it alone for 35 to 40 minutes. Preheat your oven to 350. My oven takes about 35-40 minutes, so as soon as I put these away, I'll start the oven, and they should be done around the same time.
The chef is putting on his apron. Very, very attractive.
After 35 minutes, you take the buns out and you brush them with a little bit of milk, and you put them in the oven at 350 for 20 minutes. Okay, so 25 minutes have gone by, and I just pulled the buns out of the oven, let them sit for another 5 minutes. Now we're gonna have a little look. So these are the all-purpose flour buns, and these are the bread flour buns. I'm just gonna see if I can get one. Ooh, this one came out real smooth. So there's that, and let me take the corner one of that. So let's take a look. So both roughly identical in size. I'm just gonna open this one up. Ooh, yeah, cooked all the way through. I'm just gonna take the inside. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, let's try this one. Yeah, all the way through. Perfect. All right, and that's it, guys.